Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're making another beautiful Easter card using Easter Lilies Photopolymer Stamp Set. This is what we're making today. Isn't that so pretty? Very easy. We're going to use a little bit of colored pencil and a blender pen, and let's get started making this beautiful, very easy card. All right, so let's get we'll leave that card there just so we can see it. This is my standard card base. This is a 8.5 by 11, cut in half, scored in half. I've already scored it, and I've scored on this side, so I'm going to turn it over and fold on the other side. You always turn and fold, and then that will give you a crisper edge. Okay, so there's my card base. We need, let's see, here's my cutting instructions. Whoops. Your card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 finished, right, once it's done. And then your mossy meadow is going to be 4 by 5 1/4, and then another piece of white, 3 3/4 by 5. That'll all be in the blog. If you didn't write that down, go to mariascraftroom.com and you'll find measurements, pictures, and written instructions. Okay, so let's see. My card base is done. Let's cut our first piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then a piece of white. We need another piece of white. Hold on a second. At 3 3/4 by 5. And we'll need a couple of scraps of white to make the flowers. All right, so here's the basic construction, like so. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's put this aside. We're going to go ahead and come a little closer. Now, if you can see here in the background, there is like a wash of yellow behind everything. So we're going to start with that. I'm going to use one of these. Can't think what it's called right now, but we're going to call it a, what is this called? Let's see. Blending brush. Go figure. We're going to use a blending brush, and we're just going to give ourselves a nice little wash of color there in the background. So this is Daffodil Delight, and we're going to, this is my silicone mat. We're going to dip right into this color, tap off just a tiny bit, and go right in the center of this card. This card is great if you don't have a lot of designer series paper. This is basic stamping and a little bit of ink. And I'm going off over here just so that I don't have a harsh splat of yellow. And I'm not going corner to corner, like completely edge to edge, but I just want to make sure there's plenty of color on this. It's hard to tell on the screen, but there is a lot of yellow on this card. Just like a wash of it. Okay, let's see. Let's put this up against a piece of white so you can see. There is quite a bit of yellow there. Okay. All right. So that's our basic background. Let's go ahead and do a little stamping. We're going to use, let's see, here's what we're using. Easter lilies, right? So we're going to use God is Good. We're going to use this here, this flower, and this flower. All right. So first of all, we're going to use Memento Black for God is Good. Make sure you've got a lot of ink there. Look through your stamp, make sure you've got good coverage. and then stamp. Beautiful. I love the photopolymers because you can see right through it. You know exactly what you're getting with the photopolymer. Okay, and then we're going to do this big leaf here across the back. Now notice my placement. I wanted my cross here on the side, so I've placed the leaf on the opposite side. So if you want your cross on this side, then put your leaves on the other side. All right, let's cover this up and grab Mossy Meadow. I'm using Mossy Meadow because that is this background color. Okay, and we're gonna dip right into that and give it a good press. Beautiful. And we'll go this way. Beautiful. You could have done this God is Good in green as well if you really wanted to. It's personal preference. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and put my ribbon down, and we'll do the flowers last. We'll do our ribbon now. So I'm just going to grab my ribbon scissors. This is, what is this? Glittered organdy. And I'm just going to make a basic cross here, so I'm going to give myself a little room so I have something to anchor it on the back. Let's go ahead and do this right around there is fine. I'm going to grab some Stampin' Seal. Come on. Just to secure this the ribbon on the back. Stick one side and then you can play with the other to make sure your ribbon is straight. There it is, beautiful. And then we'll do a cross piece. Again, decide where you want your cross to be. That's so pretty. I like that right around there. And again, with the Stampin' Seal. You could use glue dots if you don't have Stampin' Seal. I like Stampin' Seal because it's just quick and easy. You can use liquid glue, whatever it is that you want to do. Very pretty. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this piece of the card. I mean, you could leave it like that, just like that. We're going to put some flowers on it. Let's go ahead and put these pieces down, though, so that it's out of the way. Liquid glue on the back of my Mossy Meadow. Right onto my card base. Gives me a beautiful white edge. This card is great if you don't have a whole lot of colored paper because your card base itself is white. Some people like to use the colored paper as the card base, but then you have to cut a piece of white to put in the inside so that you have a field to write on. And I don't know, I just kind of prefer my white card base. All right, this is going to go right on top of that. You could use seal here, but I like the flexibility of the liquid glue. We'll center that one. Very nice. And I like to go on the back to give my press. Just in case there's something on my hands, I'm not ruining that front, that beautiful front of the card. So pretty. So you could leave it like this if you want. We're going to go ahead and add some flowers. Okay. All right. So let's grab a piece of scratch paper. We're going to get 2 flowers and my Daffodil Delight again. Beautiful. Okay. Whoop, I just put my hands in that ink. Gotta be careful with those. Daffodil Delight. Okay, so let's put this right here so we could see it. Very nice. Okay, so what I did here is I took a watercolor pencil, Daffodil Delight, same color, and we're just going to add a little color here in the center of both of these flowers. And then we're going to take a blender pen and make sure there's no residual ink on this. You could do this with just scratch paper. And we're just going to rub out that yellow just to blend it a little bit into the petals. I'm not going all the way to the edges. Like I'm not covering the whole flower, just the base. Isn't that pretty? I guess I did it a little harder here than I did on these, but it's the same principle here. Nice bold color, beautiful. And then we're gonna fussy cut these out. I believe there are dies that go with the stamp set. I typically don't buy the dies, but that certainly would make your life a little easier. Remember to turn the paper, not your scissors, and leave yourself a little bit of an edge of white there around your ink. I'm not going all the way to the ink there. And there's one. Really doesn't take very long. I do have a die cut machine, but I don't know, I just don't like to buy a whole lot of dies, especially when I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. Punches, I'll buy punches all day, because I know I'll use the punches, but I don't know, I have a hard time buying dies. What do you do? Let me know in the comments if you prefer dies over fussy cutting. I know a lot of people just want the convenience, so that's what they do. All right, so you do whatever's convenient for you. We're going to lay those down like so, and we'll use some dimensionals for that, and then we are almost done. So let's flip those over, put some little dimensionals. Okay, now I am almost done with this dimensional, but I want to show you what I do when I'm really close to running out here. So I'm almost out. I'm going to take my, what I call my glue scissors. These are kid scissors, but I use this for cutting glues, anything that has glue in it or anything that's sticky. And I'm just going to use the side here, all the edges, because all that is covered in glue as well, so why not use that? But definitely don't use your good scissors on anything sticky. All right, so now I have more of these to use. All right, and we're gonna put, let's see, let's get one more of those down here. I'll just take this backing off. And we'll place the flowers. Right around there. Add a little bling and you are done. This is iridescent. I really love these iridescent rhinestones. I use them everywhere. A big one and a little one. And we are done. Easy peasy. Beautiful card. Perfect for Easter. You don't have to do an Easter card. You could say thank you. You could say anything. You could use perennial postage has beautiful sayings. Here for you always. Thank you for your friendship. You certainly don't have to use this little template as an Easter card, but I think it's just beautiful. Let me know what you think. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. Thanks for watching.